Hello, boys and girls. How are you? Do you know that just now I've potentially offended quite a lot of people? For example, a real feminist would never forgive me for addressing first the boys and then the girls. And I made another big mistake, addressing just two genders. And I did this on purpose. Not because I want to offend anybody, but because I wanted to demonstrate how easy it is to offend somebody in this modern society. Because this society wants us to be offended. It teaches us how to be offended. In this modern society, it's considered noble if somebody is sensitive enough to detect any negativity, exclusivity, intolerance in other people's words. Our modern society will not tolerate something like that. Yep, our society would want nothing less but us being offended all the time. But why is that? Why would society want us to be offended all the time? Well, one of the reasons is because then we will need them. If you are offended, it is more likely that you would want Big Brother to protect you. You would want politicians to write rules. And you would want police and army to enforce those rules. But there is another reason. And if they are aware of it or not, it's not important. When you are offended, the sense of separation is reinforced inside of you. And the sense of separation and the sense of time are two biggest illusions of our life. Those illusions are locking us into what we call our reality. But they are just illusions, because the world outside of us, it's not really separated from us. Just like the life is not happening to us, it's happening for us. And in the same way, those that offend us are, and I want to apologize to those that are in pain, because I understand that someone can be in pain for being offended, but still, those that are offending us are doing us a favor, because they are pointing at something inside us that needs to be fixed. How can we fix it? Well, that depends, because it's case by case. But if somebody would try to offend us, pointing at something that it's not a problem for us, we would not be offended. For example, if somebody would tell me, you are white, well, I am. But if somebody would tell me, you are a bad YouTuber, well, I don't want to be a YouTuber, or I don't want to be just a YouTuber. But what I'm not proud of is that I have to improve my English. And I have to improve my work in front of the camera and my work behind the camera. So these are things that I'm not very proud of yet. And I could get mad. I guess most people would. But if I would get mad, I would lower my vibration, which doesn't help me. I would give him my energy, which would help him, but not me. I would not solve my not being proud. So, what could I do? Well, I would suggest that we treat the being offended as any other negative thought. Because being offended in reality, it's a negative thought. So how can we deal with a negative thought? When we see it coming, we can sense what it's gonna be about. In a figure of speech, we stand in front of the thought and we say, no, thank you. We don't argue, we don't give energy to that thought. We are just firm in our decision that we don't want that thought. So we say, no, thank you. And that thought will disappear. That being offended will disappear. And after it disappears, after the waters are calm, we can look again at what that person said. Because now, as a more objective observer, we can try to figure out if what he said makes sense. And then when we realize, okay, he said that I was white, that doesn't bother me because it's true, okay, I don't have to deal with it, I can forget it. Or we can see that he said that I'm a bad YouTuber. So we can analyze that. Am I really a bad YouTuber? Well, at this time, maybe yes. Do I want to feel bad about it? No. I want to get better so that I will feel good about it. Because I want to improve myself and I want to feel good. So we can say, thank you. You are another motivation for me to get better. And you will see that each time it's gonna be easier. Because there are two things that are making it easier. One is practice and the other is vibration. And instead of lowering your vibration each time by getting mad, you are higher your vibration by dealing with things inside yourself that are not 100%. So my friend, when I'm gonna say something that will have the potential to offend you, and it's gonna happen sooner or later, don't be offended. Just say no thank you.